Hey folks, Omi Gaming here, the new episode of Let's Play Avorion. So, during my time trying to find more Xanion, I came across this sector. So, I died again. I've lost all my inventory. So, all but that one thing we needed. However, we do have the new ship. This is the new AJ, as you can see there. AJ. We also lost our freighter, or our fighters. Now this from the destruction of AJ 1.0. But this does have hangar bays, and I have picked up some more salvaging ships. So at least that. Now, armament. It does have... It has armor here. These are made of armor blocks of trinium, because you can't get Xanion armor blocks for whatever reason. So there's, let's see, dampener, Xanion armor, whereas, you know, trinium armor. You can get armor in Augenite, but I don't think we had enough Augenite to really do it all. We'll find out in a sec, I suppose. Alright, so that's 128 Augenite. We only have 432 in total. So, suppose we could do these bits. Anyway, I'll maybe do that later. But armaments. So on the front we have quad cannon there, quad cannon there, cannon turret underneath. And then we also have a double pulse cannon turret. There's the launcher turret. We have a double point defense chain gun turret here. We have the mining turret on the front. Lightning turret on one side. Lightning turret on the other side. Quad plasma turret. And a railgun turret. Oh, and a Tesla turret there, and a double bolter turret there. So that's the main armaments. We also have turret defense system there and there, and also turret defense there and there. And we also have a defense turret there, defense turret underneath, and then defense turret on the rear, and underneath as well. So that's, pretty sure that's all the turrets. So, arm turret slots is 33. I have changed some of the systems. So our cargo space is now a total of 1,900 and something. So I've taken out the we had an upgrade in here for the cargo bay, that there one, so it increased it by 309. Taking that out, replaced it with the transporter software, because it does have a transporter block in this ship, but in order to do that you need this. So fighters can now pick up cargo, and increase docking distance as well to 2.8 kilometers, so we don't need to be right up to the station in order to dock. And I also switched out one of the exceptional turret control systems with a legendary, so it added the 3 extra turret blocks, or armed turrets. Now it is slow in turning, So I will need to add more gyros at some stage. But in the meantime, it's not so bad. And we shall try and find the west gate, or east gate rather. That's the north gate. That must be the east gate there, right? Yeah. So its top speed, again, but no system upgrades, is 1162. So, like I said, the main downside is the turning speeds. As you can see. And the shields are considerably more. Energy output's good. And this ship is obviously bigger than the previous. So yeah, so it's bigger than the previous, so it needs more crew. So we're in the process of training more crew to get the efficiency or performance up to 130% for both the mechanics and the engineers. We needed to get 31 untrained engineers. I've also trained about 15 more since last time, and yeah, so that's gonna take a wee while. Same with mechanics, training them. So we've capacity for 22 for training. We do have capacity for 110 cloning. So we can essentially create our own crew. The only problem is it takes that's the cloning pods there. Goes right back, similar to that. As I said, the main issue with that is that as you're cloning, it takes energy, so we don't produce enough energy in order to clone the full 110 at one go. So a bit of an issue there, but sure. There are bits in the front area that we had to turn into Xanion, simply because that was armor, trinium, and in order to put Xanion turrets on those, it needs a base of at least you see, there we go, we're docked. It needs a base to be at least the same or better. So for Xanion turrets, it has to be the base has to either be Xanion, Oganite, or Avorion. So if it's trinium, you can't put Xanion turrets on it. You know, that kind of stuff. As you can see, we've completely used all our Xanion resources building this. So we go into build, you can see the pitch and the yaw are both shite, to put it bluntly. One thing I might check or try is turn these guys into armor, so I can make them into Xanion armor, so it's still bulky enough. If those are hulls, I can change them out for... probably throw in some... do we go for shield generators? Or energy generators, rather? Apparently not, because we don't have the Xanion for them. But we could change those out for something else. We have plenty of hangers as well. So there's an option. Oh yeah, that's the problem. I was wondering why the sound wasn't quite right. I forgot I was playing music as I was gathering Xanion, so it's so I'd whack those right down. So the weapons are fairly spaced out. It's quite a spread. But it seems to work okay. I think one thing I need to do... so these guys are all training. I do need more sergeants because of the amount that I'll throw in here. I'll probably need another lieutenant or two. So was that an untrained one I had? Oh, just the one, professional. The bricks in this ship are quite poor as well. So we could build our own fighters. So we could build some of those double plasma turrets. Yeah, screw it. I wonder what it does have. He has some salvaging fighters, railgun fighters. They're expensive. We do need some more money. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see. Oh, not the one. Free slaves, no thank you. So I'm a bit skeptical. Oh yeah, it said a wee while ago about, and by a wee while ago, I mean quite a lot of episodes ago, that I was a bit conscious of shielding. Yeah. So I had it written down, I was just having to flick through my notepad. So on the previous AJ, it had 25,000 hull, well 25.82k hull, and 50,000 shields. So we'll so the new AJ is 324.97 thousand hull and 274,000 shields. So a bit of an improvement. But yeah, it's got decent hyperspace. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It does have a decent hyperspace jump distance. It didn't to start with, but then I threw some in at the back there. They're in trinium because we simply didn't have the Xanion. Speaking of which, I should probably be picking some of this up. Oh, that's another upgrade I actually threw on. I'm sure I did. Apparently not. Could have sworn I threw on another upgrade. Or maybe I just toyed with the idea. That's probably what it was. I was gonna freaking heck. Aye, so I toyed with the idea of putting on the mining system upgrade. So that one, which would mean that I would be able to eventually mine Avorion just straight up, but decided against it because I figured they're rude. Figured there were better systems to put on. So actually, do we have a better gun? So I need to get better turret control systems, particularly if we can find more exotic ones or legendary. So because we got 6 for that one, so we can get an extra 3 if we find legendary, or an extra 1. God damn it. Don't know what's come over me all of a sudden. Tiredness probably. But yeah. So anywho, we shall. I sort of want pirates to come in and say hello and then a swift goodbye. Because I don't really want to. Northeast, we've been there. Don't really want to try looking for them just in case I'm outnumbered. Now, those ones, there were 19 of them. Plus, they were using, I think they were using railguns. There's a lot of blue beams flying about. Why can I not see? Ah, screw it. There it is. I might try taking on the 4 again. That might be an idea. Next episode, though, because this episode's basically done. I'll say that. Missions. Artifact. So we'll pick that up again. Stress signal, the hermit. Oh yeah. I did have a message, must have been added. Need to talk. You found an interesting artifact, you should hang on to it. Meet me in sector yada yada yada. Find out a lot about the Xanion. There's only one small hitch, let's talk about that in person. No, that started the quest, the hermit. Which I forgot to mention. So we'll jump in there and hope it's not a battle. Hello, thank you for coming. What's up? Managed to find out something interesting. There's good news and bad news. Tell me, please. Good news is that I know where the Xanion might have their bases. That's great. The bad news is that they are coming from the other side of the barrier. That sounds bad. Do you know what the barrier is? I've heard of it. There's pirates in this sector. I have to skip this purely because there's these guys. So now we have to figure out what the hermit said. And I'll tell you what. You guys go salvage that. I'm gonna have a wee look at the mission objective. So, the hermit. Wait for new information. Okay. Thanks for right. So we'll just go through it all again. Thanks for coming. Tell me, please. That's great. Sounds bad. I've heard of it. I've heard of somebody who knows a lot about the barrier. Will he help us? I hope so. We should definitely go talk to him. I need to find out where exactly we can find him. Once I've done this, I'll send you an email with the coordinates of his location. See you soon. Okay. So a handy wee thing to know is if you're in their hangar, and you can't remember if you've got all your ships back. When they're back in the hangar, these wee icons will turn white. So you know then. See, because I have the transporter software, these guys are able to pick up all the wee stuff and bits and pieces and what have you. So yeah, I think that's where I'll call this one, folks. I'll just let them do their thing, and then I'll call them in. But yeah, if you enjoyed and you liked the new ship, hit the like button, subscribe for more, let me know in the comments, and I shall hopefully see you all next time. Peace.